Now, I might find time to do a Rigondeaux compilation of some of his greatest tweets or best hits on Twitter and social media, going at Vasyl Lomachenko and talking that ish, even overall talking that ish to Kovalev as well. This is your boy CJ Goodfellow. We with the Boxing Clinic, you dig. And, all I'm saying is here. Rigondeaux talking all this shit. Now, I understand that he's not a fan favorite. Most people that don't, most Cubans are not, especially the ones that can't speak English. Any boxer that can't speak fluent English, that's try to come to America and make a mark is going to have an issue, especially when they're not a big knockout puncher, and even knockout punchers do. Like Golovkin, he's not the biggest, he's not the biggest personality or the biggest boxer. I wouldn't even say top 20 boxer, popularity-wise. And that's no fault of his own. It's just a simple fact that, marketing. And, Canelo is big over because of the Mexican fan base. You see, he never fights past, the West Coast, really, or the Southwest. But, back on the topic of discussion, Rigondeaux, he talks all this shit, and understandably so. If he was, maybe at a heavier weight class, probably not even that, but if he actually spoke English and, talked that shit, like that, he'd be a way bigger popular fighter. A lot of guys, they couldn't duck him because he's verbally able to defend himself and go on the offensive as well. But, he's talking cash shit to Vasyl Lomachenko, and, this is bigger than pro boxing right here. This is a hypothetical right here that's actually can become reality if Bob Arum and Lomachenko really wants it. Two of the greatest amateur boxers in the world, 2 gold medals apiece. That's some shit that you will never see in your lifetime again, I don't think. 2. One from the Ukraine and one from Cuba. If more people understood how rare and how pure this boxing would be if they get in the ring together, everything's on the line for Rigondeaux. Everything's on the line for Lomachenko, especially with Lomachenko having one L already. For Rigondeaux, he pretty much put the pressure on himself. Because if Rigondeaux moves up 8 pounds to fight Lomachenko and accommodates him and loses, nobody says shit. It's basically like, oh, he took all the risks. Lomachenko did what he was supposed to do. By him verbally attacking Lomachenko, going on offensive, dogging him out on Twitter, them going back and forth, and Rigondeaux winning the exchanges, whoever doing the tweets for him, and he loses. A lot of people going to backlash on him because it's a lot of people that don't like him for whatever reason it is. A lot of people that want to be pro Lomachenko. He has his fans, but his fans are not in an abundance manner as Lomachenko's are. So a lot of people going to give him a lot of backlash, and does he care? I don't really know if he does, because at the end of the day, he took the risk. Lomachenko didn't take the risk, but all I'm saying is, if he talk all this shit, he better be able to back this shit up and dog out Lomachenko. And he dogs out Lomachenko, not only is he better than Lomachenko in the pros, not only does he make a case to being a top 1, 2, 3, 1 or 2 in my opinion. He dogs out Lomachenko, moves up almost 10 pounds and beats him. Not only does he make the case for being one of the top pound-for-pound fighters, he makes the case of being the greatest, even though it's not an amateur fight, greatest boxer, amateur and pro of his generation. And that's what's on the line for him. He moves up, he sacrifices, he gives in to Lomachenko's demand, and if he can stop Lomachenko or embarrass him and outbox him in a way that most people think he can, that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge on his resume. And that's some type of publicity, that's some type of accolades that the WBC can't give you, a gold medal can't give you, a promoter can't give you. It's nothing that you can equate that in money or weight in gold. That's some shit they can never take away from him. They can say, oh, you boring and all that shit. But I moved up and beat a 2-time gold medalist at his weight class. While I was a smaller guy, I moved up 8 pounds, and I talked that shit while I was whooping his ass, and before I whooped his ass, and after that ass whooping, I'm going to talk that shit. After y'all all dogged me all over these years saying I was boring while y'all sucking his ass, telling me how great this guy is for whatever reason it is, I beat y'all Great White Hope. I did that shit. Greatest amateur of all time, 2-time gold medal winner, whooped the 2-time gold medal winner ass, moved up 8 pounds, beat another world champion, and you got to put the respect on his name if he can talk that shit and bag it up. That's some Ali type ish, but we gone.